Welcome to Crystal Clark's Wellness segment. My name is Deborah Liu. Today, we're going to be learning some important but simple wrist stretches and forearm releases. Regardless of age, we all spend a lot of time at the computer typing, and our bodies were made to do 500,000 strokes a day and on our phone or touching a stimuli. Okay, so the first one is a prayer stretch. Bring your palms together and taking it about face height. Bring your elbows together. So from the tip of the middle fingers to the elbows, it's completely touching. Get your shoulder blades down, chest up. Now press strongly through the palms. Press the forearms strongly together as well. And then start to lower the palms. And as you lower the palms, you start to peel the elbows apart. And continue to lower until you reach about navel height or until you feel a very deep stretch. Okay, everybody's different. Try to get as much pressure into the pinky finger pads as well as much as the index pads, okay? And just hold it. Anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds is fine. So you want to find that opposing tension. So finger pad to finger pad, they're really pressing against each other, okay? The right one is not letting the left one have its way, left one, same idea, okay? And just holding it and breathing deeply, just noticing where there is the most resistance. And you just send your attention there with your breath. Good. And then now slowly keep the pressure, finger pad to finger pad, bring the palms together, take it up, and then slowly release to keep your wrists and fingers safe. You never want to just flip it apart, okay? Now bring the backs of the hands together and try to touch all 10 fingernails to each other, shoulders down, chest up, and press the backs of the hands strongly together, keeping the shoulders down and elbow about shoulder height. Start to lift the hands a little bit more. The wrists will start to peel apart from each other. You won't go very far here, okay? It's just gonna go maybe to chin height or collarbone height for some of us. Wherever you feel a deep stretch, don't force it, no extreme efforting, please. Just breathe wherever you feel quite a bit of tension. Good, and again, you can hold it anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds. Some people are quite open in this direction, others like me, it is very tight. Good, and let's just hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the pressure against each other, backs of the hands, and just lower it and release to keep it safe. Just a very gentle shaking out of the wrists. The next move is to release this forearm, and I'll talk more about it when we're in it. So this forearm, we're going to drape the right forearm onto the mat, take our right knee to that forearm, good, plunk it down and give it a nice little scrub side to side. You do not need to move that knee now. If that is not accessible to you, take the opposite knee and take it to that forearm. If that's still difficult, take your left fist and drive it down and just move it side to side, okay? All right, so just scrubbing side to side. And when you deal with the underside of the forearm, you really have to keep the right fingers and the right wrist really loose and relaxed. As you approximate this wrist, there are a lot of soft tissues in that area that are easily irritated. Okay, so we want to just relax it, no tension, and you do not need to move your knee to another spot, just scrubbing it side to side. So this forearm area is really crucial, especially if you, of course, are at a computer all day long or driving, but also for a lot of athletes, any gripping kind of sport like tennis or golf, or if you're a horse rider, super crucial, because this tightness is what is actually causing a lot of what people perceive to be fingers and wrist tightness or dysfunction. And that line goes all the way to the shoulders, especially the rotator cuff, which I'm sure many of you have heard about. And people get a lot of issues with that because of, this area being tight, as well as poor posture, which we will deal with in another segment. Okay, good. And break the pose, release, and immediately feel how great that feels. Let's take our left knee to the left forearm and give it a nice little scrub. So immediately you should feel a great deal of release in the right forearm. It almost feels like your right arm grew like 5-6 inches. And you can also feel the blood, moving through that forearm, waking it up and giving your wrists and your fingers much more mobility. Okay, and there's no specific time. You could just scrub it out for, half a minute, whatever you want. But if you're at an office desk all day long, drop down and every few hours, every hour, drop down, do 10, 20 seconds of this. You will really, really be grateful that you did. Saving your wrist and finger health and shoulders. Okay, and break the pose. And just feel how amazing that feels. I love it. So please, use some of these techniques and really make sure that you maintain proper wrist, fingers, and forearm health. Thank you very much.